Bismillah. Yes, so this is the first episode of Ramadan Reflections. So this is the first episode of Ramadan Reflections. Ramadan Reflections is basically my reflections during Ramadan. But yeah, no, it's a project I put together. Basically, every day of Ramadan, I'm gonna try and post a video on YouTube, and then basically just like my reflections, my thoughts, what I've been thinking about, what I've been struggling with, what's been on my mind, what I've learned, all of these different things. That's basically what this podcast is about, and it's specifically this project. This project has also been sponsored by you can tell I'm fasting. We said this project has also been sponsored by Human Appeal. So they've basically sponsored it. So there's going to be fundraising at the beginning, at the end, on my Instagram, on my TikTok. Inshallah, we can raise a lot of money this Ramadan for the people in Somalia, Yemen, Afghanistan and Syria. I think it's £70 for a food parcel. We'll sponsor a family for the whole Ramadan. So I'm going to mention more of that at the end. But if you want to donate right now, again, it's Ramadan. It's the month of giving, the month of mercy. If you go down and click the link in the description below, you'll find a link that will take you to my fundraiser. And inshallah, you can sponsor a family this Ramadan and really make a difference this Ramadan. But yeah, with that being said, this first episode is a thought I had yesterday. I think is it the second or third day of Ramadan today? I can't remember. Either way, I had it yesterday. And basically it was this, the concept of basically just keeping our eyes on Allah during this Ramadan. I know at the beginning of Ramadan, we have a lot of himmah, we have a lot of drive to do a lot. We want to have the best Ramadans, and sometimes we can kind of overdo it for ourselves. We want to be we want to like pray all the taraweehs. We want to do 50 prayers a day and we want to do all the dhikrs that we can do and read all the books and watch every single lecture for every hour of the day. And the thing is, even though those things are good in and of themselves, sometimes, I remember one of my sheikhs told me, he said, sometimes the shaitan will encourage your ego to overdo things like that, to overwork yourself in the striving to getting closer to Allah. And even though, again, you might be sincere in your efforts towards Allah, but the thing is, the way humans work is when we suddenly go from, maybe we struggle with our prayers and maybe we don't watch lectures and maybe we don't do these things, it's like, as soon as Ramadan comes in, we ramp it up to like literally switch 0 to 100 real quick. And basically the way that works is in a few days, or maybe a week, it's not maintain. We can't maintain that effort. So what happens is we'll go from maybe doing 10 prayers the first day and Taraweeh at the mosque, but that night, sorry, my throat is a bit sore. I can't even drink either. But it says that night when we miss Taraweeh, suddenly our motivation's down, and then it kind of goes down a spiral. We might miss a day of fasting, we might miss all the Taraweehs after that. That's why I think Allah has a lot of wisdom when he says, the main part when he says Allah loves the acts we do consistently, the small acts we do consistently, is because Allah in his wisdom knows when you do something small, it has a compound effect. Even if it seems small, even if it's like, I'm just going to pray 2 Taraweehs this week in the mosque, which funnily enough, my one is 3. I think 3, my goal is, I'm going to say, do 3 Taraweehs at the mosque every week. And the thing is, because that's not too difficult and because it's not too easy as well, eventually, like there'll probably be a week where I do 5. But the thing is, I won't beat myself up if I miss a night. Do you know what I mean? So we don't want to fall into the illusion that, we need to kill ourselves this Ramadan and just literally push it to the max and kill ourselves. Like, we don't need to do this. We can just take our time. And the reason why I said the title of this episode will be "Keep Your Eyes on Allah." If you close that door one more time, see, look, this is the fasting. But when I say keep your eyes on Allah, When I say keep your eyes on Allah, it basically means have that as your main focus. Don't worry about how you feel this Ramadan. I know that sounds a bit horrible, but what I mean is, again, at the beginning we have loads of motivation. The thing is, you're not gonna have motivation every single day. That's just the fact. We're not gonna be, and that's for everything in life. You're not gonna. Let's say you have a partner, you're not going to be madly in love with them every day. There's going to be some days you look at them and you want to punch them in the face, but you don't because you love them. And it's the same with, it's not the same with a lot, but it's the same with Ramadan. Like, we have our things that we're focusing on, and it's like, yeah, do focus on those things, but it's like, and focus on the prayers and focus on Tarawih. You're not going to have that Iman boost every single day where it's like, yeah, I'm running to the mosque or I'm walking to the mosque. There's going to be days where it's like, I don't want to do this. You know what I mean? And it's like, and that's fine. But the thing is, it's like you have the discipline to set yourself these small goals, again, small in relation to what it is you're doing. So in relation to how you're moving and how you're because again, you could be praying your 5 daily prayers before Ramadan. So maybe your thing is different. Again, don't compete with other people. Ramadan is a month for you and Allah and no one else. Do you know what I mean? As don't worry about what everyone's doing on social media and how many times that person's done Tarawih. Again, this month is for you and Allah. And when I say this month is for you and Allah, that is literally it. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Focus on yourself. Focus on your prayers. Focus on your dhikrs. Focus on your connection with Allah. Again, don't kill yourself. Again, it's because that will make it even harder. You want to be able to maintain it throughout the whole month of Ramadan. And the thing is, when you maintain it throughout the whole month of Ramadan, what will happen is, inshallah, after Ramadan is done, it will be habits that you've taken on to the rest of your life. That's how I look at Ramadan. I look at Ramadan as a sense of, it's not just, I'm putting my sins and my bad habits on pause. Like, no, like in my head, if I can just add one thing in this Ramadan that I can take on to my whole life, that's perfect. Imagine if you're someone, again, who struggles to pray. If your one thing this Ramadan was, okay, along with fasting, I'm just going to add 5 prayers. And you did that every single day of Ramadan, and then obviously, because you've built that as a habit, you take that onto when you're going like after Ramadan, like, so again throughout the year, and now you're a person that prays 5 times a day every day. I can't even imagine, like, that would be the greatest Ramadan you've ever done. Do you know what I mean? If you're someone that already prays 5 times a day, maybe this is the Ramadan you learn to read Quran. That's another thing I'm trying to do. I'm trying to sign up to this online course so I can finally learn how to read Arabic, because this is appalling. I need to learn. But yeah, so like if I only do that this Ramadan, that is a perfect Ramadan. That's a great Ramadan for me. Do you know what I mean? Don't put this unnecessary pressure on yourself, because again, that's what the shaitan wants. He wants you to overdo it, so you burn yourself out, and then at the end, again, you've had a great 1 week of Ramadan, but then at the end, like, again, you fell off. You know what I mean? And even if you do fall off, and you will slip up. You might miss a day. You might miss a Tarawih. You might miss. Again, there will be mistakes. Just because it's Ramadan doesn't mean your life becomes perfect now. You still, just like throughout the year, you make mistakes. So even with that, it's like you're gonna make mistakes in Ramadan, and it's fine. You just keep moving forward. Like, that's the main thing. Just keep moving forward and focusing on Allah. That's the main thing. It's like, again, if I keep my eyes on Allah, yes, even if I slip, I don't care about me slipping. That is now an external thing, and it's in the past. But I keep your eyes on Allah, focus on Allah, and keep pushing in that direction. So yeah, so that was one of the thoughts I just had yesterday. Again, I'm going to try to keep these episodes short because, again, it's a long Ramadan. So I remember when I first started this project, I was like, I'm going to do an hour-long episode every single day to help people take them to iftar. But the thing is, it's like, that's probably not the best way to do it. That's probably not the best way it will work, because I have to also think of what I can maintain. So I'm like, okay, cool, if I keep them around about 10 minutes, and then from that I edit the content and put it on Instagram, TikTok. Then again, I was like this, yeah, that sounds like something I can maintain, because obviously I've got to take into account I'm fasting, I've got to do other things as well. Yeah, so again, that's so just this Ramadan, keep your eyes on Allah, focus on Him, small deeds done consistently, and try and remove the sins. Again, we'll have another episode tomorrow, but again, before we wrap up this first episode, again, this project is sponsored by Human Appeal. Me and Human Appeal we've collaborated and we're working together to fundraising. I really want to hit this Ramadan. Again, this is a big goal, but again, if I don't hit it, I don't hit it. But this Ramadan, I want to have the biggest fundraiser I've ever done, basically. So I want to make a lot of raise a lot of money in order to help the people in Yemen, Syria, Somalia, and Afghanistan. So if you click the link in the description below, it will take you to a page and you can donate. £70 sponsors a family for the whole Ramadan. And that's another thing. Quick statement. Yesterday I had an Uber Eats. It was me and my friend, and we spent, I think it was £55 on a Chinese. And I remember when I did that, and then I got Human Appeal sent the card, basically, where it showed me all the prices, what it could do, and it said £70 to feed a family the whole Ramadan. And I was there, I was like, subhanallah, I said, I've spent this much money on iftar, and I said, just a little £20 extra, so take it to £70. I said, I could have fed an entire family for the whole of Ramadan. I don't even want to know how much blessings and barakah you'd get if you did that. So click the link in the bio. Make sure you donate generously. Again, if you want to donate more, donate more. Again, all of us in the West, we spend more money on coats, shoes than we need. But in terms of this Ramadan is about giving. It's about mercy. So I want to make sure that we really do uphold that forgotten practice, because again, other than Ramadan, I feel like no one gives charity. So inshallah, we can raise a lot of money this Ramadan, and again, absolutely kill it this Ramadan. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Inshallah, this project goes well. Make dua for me, make dua for the project, make dua for the fundraising. And again, if you don't have money to fundraise, you can share this, you can share the link, you can put it in your bio, share it with your family. Send me messages of how your fundraising's going. If you want to fundraise, you can almost join with me. Send me messages on Instagram, show me how your fundraising's doing, and let's just absolutely kill it this Ramadan. Okay, cool. I still don't have an exit thing, so I'm just gonna fade out. Assalamu alaikum. Have a blessed Ramadan.